Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to showcase my Aura Stacker Scion that I've been playing the past week. Now this build originated from Rutu, who is a genius for theory crafting it. Full credits to him, but it has been a ton of fun, and as you can see in these clips here, this build excels in mapping. Single target is pretty good as well, and I'm still improving the build as we go. At the end of these clips here, I'll go over the build and my mercenary of choice. But basically, we're using the Kineticist, who is one of the most powerful mercenaries out there. It clears like a beast with Headhunter, and you can basically run all content with it. In my opinion, you should take advantage and play this league while it lasts, because the mercenary mechanic probably will go away, and I don't know if this will be viable in the coming leagues. So yeah, enjoy while you can. This is basically like an auto bomber, or like RF, whatever you want to call it. You basically run around and everything dies, so it's a ton of fun. So enjoy the clips, and I'll go over the build here in just a second. Alright, let's jump right in. So as a disclaimer, this is not my build by any chance. This idea came from Rutu, who is a genius for coming up with this build idea, but essentially we are following his template here, where we're running an aura stacker, and our mercenary is a kineticist. I'll go over the items really quick here. For weapon, we're basically focusing on fire damage, crit, and attack speed. This one here basically just has tier 2 fire damage, tier 1 crit, crafted attack speed. Helm, which is getting accuracy, life, and then fire resist. That's pretty much what we want on every gear piece, is life and fire resist. Accuracy is also important. Untouched Soul gives us accuracy, life, as well as elemental resistances. Now this shield is mainly because of the minimum power charge for us to crit. That allows us to get a Frenzy Relicash that is a huge DPS for our mercenary. Corrupted Blood is also really good, so Relicash is a very important piece here. Enmities is also important because we penetrate up to overcap fire resist. I'm still working on getting more fire resist, but our mercenary currently has about 196, I think, with aura and everything. So this is a huge DPS increase as well. Armor piece is life, fire resist. The implicit reduced reflected damage taken is also very important. That will allow us to run reflect maps, and I'm working on increasing that up to 70%, but this is a work in progress. This ring here is basically for endurance charge generation, as well as life, fire resist. Glove implicit, very important to gain rage on attack, hit, and fire damage leech as life. Headhunter, probably the best piece you can get for your mercenary. It just goes crazy when mapping, and it's about like 12 divines right now, pretty cheap. Definitely recommend getting this. And then the gem links here, I got a pretty good mercenary where kinetic blast of clustering is 6 link along with greater kinetic blast. Ideally I would like to have haste, but this is what it is. I can't complain. As for the links, it's also pretty good, so honestly I think this is as good as I can get it. It's kind of hard to find these guys. For my gear, I have basically pretty standard. This helm, I upgraded it yesterday. I was super lucky to slam on hybrid ES stun and block recovery, tier 1, tier 1, tier 1. So this is pretty insane. This guy goes for probably, let's see, I'm just curious here, 65 divs. Okay, yeah, pretty insane. Aegis, always uprising just because we can't fit all auras yet, but this is honestly still pretty good. You gain increased maximum energy shield, so that's pretty good. Our body armor, we need to upgrade this eventually to get spell suppression, because we are not capped. We're 92%. Venters for mana reservation. Hand of Frisia is very good for our flame link. Mageblood, I bought this 2 days ago because I finally farmed up the currency for that. And then March of the Legion, this one here is quite expensive as well. 35 divs for this guy. But it's important to get +1 level socketed, because it increases your empower support, which adds to your flame link as well as your pyroclast mine of sabotage. Alright, and then passive tree looks like that. Unnatural instinct right here. Militant faith, to be able to get devotion and aura effect. It's a budget setup here. Here is corrupted blood jewel with lightning res and mana reservation, and then our cluster jewels are quite nice. 25% with max ES. Doesn't matter what the passive skill grant, minion does nothing for us. We're mainly looking for some stats, maximum energy shield, and increased effect. Same with these small ones here. The small ones I would prioritize getting 35% increased effect if possible, but those obviously are a little more expensive, with maximum energy shield and intelligence. Here we have an intuitive leap to grab these two notes here. Watcher's Eye with a chance to suppress, the most important note. Reduced damage taken from crit from determination is also good, but that's a bit pricey, so I haven't got that yet. Forbidden Flame. Now, one thing to note with Forbidden Flame and Flesh is, depending on the prices, you don't have to get either Guardian or Necromancer or Champion. You can spec into whatever on your Ascendancy and then just get the remaining one that's the cheapest for the Forbidden Flame and Flesh. In my case, Necromancer was the cheapest, so that's what I got. Right here is Thread of Hope to get Glancing Blow, so we'll cap on block. And then here, Forbidden Flesh, same thing with this jewel right here. Alright, so I just wanted to showcase a quick map here, what it looks like. This build excels in mapping. It's a 10 out of 10. It's basically like an auto bomber, insane damage, insane speed with mageblood. Single target, you need some investment, but it's still pretty good. Alright, so here we have a tier 16.5 map. The only mods that bother us is less recovery. Because of the increased effect that we run on the tree, we basically get no recovery from our energy shield, so that's the only annoying one. No recovery obviously is annoying, but everything else is pretty much doable. So we're gonna run a breach here, and if you're interested in my Atlas farming strategy, let me know. I'll make another video for that, just because it's too long and I don't want to keep this video too long. But basically we link out mercenary at the start and then we just zoom past everything. And we are dropping 8 mod corrupted maps here, so let me increase the volume a little bit. And let's do some breaches here. Just want to show you what the mapping looks like. I'm not gonna clear the whole map. Yeah, but as you can see, it is a very fun build. I would definitely recommend playing something like this league, just because it's very unique. The mercenary mechanic probably will not stay around, and you know, it's a little taste into what party play is, right? Yeah, it can't get any better than that. Yeah, one thing that sucks with Kinetic Blast mercenaries is fucking proximity shields, man. They get very annoying. I'm not even full clearing these. Like, this is a pretty bad layout for what we're doing. So whatever. And why isn't our mercenary attacking here? That's kind of odd. There is a hit hunter buff that sort of makes our mercenary go crazy and starts running around by himself. If that happens, just leave the map, and that usually fixes it. Like, see, he just ran off by himself, so I'm not sure what happened there, but if that keeps happening, I'm just gonna leave the map and come back in. Yeah, let's do that. That's one of the only downside with Headhunter really, is that random buff that happens. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill the boss here, just to show you what the single target damage looks like. Oh, this guy is vivid and powered as well because I'm running some Wisp. Yeah, that boss is a little buffed up. But yeah, that's what the build looks like. Single target could be better, but I'm also upgrading as we go. Hopefully we get an Echo of Reverence here. That's the most expensive one. There we go. Yeah, so just I'll show a snippet here. I am allocating these notes because Echo of Reverence currently sell for about 2.2 divines. And based on the number of encounters that I've had, the drop rate is pretty high if you spec into these notes here. Almost like, I think maybe 10 runs I get 7 Echo of Reverence. It's pretty high. But that's another video. This video was just mainly to show the build, and if you enjoy it, let me know. I can make a follow-up video or a more detailed guide into my setup here. It's probably, excluding the Mage Blood, maybe over 100 to 150 divines invested. The Mage Blood is a huge quality of life, and I played this build without the Mage Blood. I have a few videos that I've made without it. You can go take a look at my channel. But with the Mage Blood, it just pushes it to a whole nother level. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know again if you want to see an Atlas strategy video. I'll make one as well. Bye guys.